Hey guys, Camera Commander, the editor-in-chief of the Zealot Feathers here, which is a small gaming channel of a few guys who like to do stuff. You may notice that my Kerbals are running in very slow motion right now because I got recording software in the background, so yeah, that's what's going on right now. Anyway, I wanted to talk about armor and KSP, and as you know, we do a KSP military series where, you know, we're blowing ships up with missiles and things like that. And there's a good portion of people who do not play KSP like that. And I don't think KSP is intended to play like that. But there are certainly people who do, like Macy Dean, for one, who is actually back from his very long hiatus. You can go check out his episode right now. And that's also exciting for me because I'm a member of Spirit Wolf Press, which is a fan series, fan club, fan collaboration, fan something that built itself in response to Macy being on a hiatus. So yeah, definitely be sure to check us out. But anyway, KSP 1.0 is a lot different, and our spaceships are now burning up in the rigors of the atmosphere because we don't have any heat shielding on them anymore, or at least that is my fear. So consequently, a lot of us have to rebuild all these great battleships that we've been building right now. At least I have noticed it. And that is part of the reason why I haven't gotten to the next episode of Crossover, my KSP fan series yet, because, well, my battleship sort of blew up. But, sorry about the spoiler. Anyway, so, as I was going to armor my next battleship, I realized something that I'm guessing you have probably noticed by now, but haven't done anything about, and that is this. As you can see here, this is no good. There is a clipping going on with this piece of armor, and that can be bad. Now, it looks like you can kind of do it if you do it at the right angle, I suppose, but doing it flat here, I just don't know what to do about this problem. Now, it's possible that it doesn't make an actual difference when a missile would strike. As you know, if you've watched any KSP military series, we totally equip our spaceships with this kind of structural plate here. Why? Because it's got a crash tolerance of 80 meters per second, whereas a fuel tank, like the Rockamax fuel tank that I have right now, as you can see, has a whole crash tolerance of 6 meters per second, which is very much not good when you're getting struck, even with a standard missile. So, that's a problem, and you need armor in order to keep yourself alive, generally speaking. But how do you do that? And as you can see, there's this clipping thing going on. So if a missile struck right there, I don't think that's going to work. I think it won't bounce off the plate. It's going to go straight through and hit this. Now, I don't know that for certain, but that's my theory. And besides, it just looks really, really ugly. But as I was working on my spaceship that I am now using to replace my current capital ship, I discovered something amazing. You take this octagonal strut here, you take this piece, flip it upside down, like so, but it's not going to work because it's already used one, so we'll click on a new one, flip it so that the middle connector aligned, boink! Hey, check it out, it's not clipping anymore. That's pretty awesome. But of course you probably know this thing's probably going to wobble like crazy, and it seems like everything seems to wobble a little bit more in KSP 1.0. I could be making it up. So here's what you do. You take this piece here and connect, and you take the other strut connector on the other corner and connect, and voila, you got it. And of course you can add 2 more on the corners if you wish. And there you go. So now you have a really stable piece of armor on your fuel tank that is going to survive quite a few good hits, unless you have like a full-blown missile that's attacking that thing, and then in which case nothing withstands that kind of velocity, even if you got the armor on there. So yeah, I think that will cut it for missiles and such. Now, there is a major problem with this, and that is it does greatly increase the part count, especially if you're covering a humongous area. And frankly, I don't know how that's going to happen, or how that's going to be a problem, because that means your computer slows down, of course. And that can be very annoying for maybe people you're playing against if you do some of the multiplayer things that happen on the forums or whatever. And yeah, and that could be very annoying for someone to have humongous spaceships there and their computer can't run it. But you get the point here. It looks like this is actually the future for KSP armor. Otherwise, I am just not sure how this can coexist with KSP 1.0. I mean, I could be wrong here, but it really seems like everything just kind of wobbles more. Maybe. I mean, my ship wobbled to smithereens, and it was a very stable ship before, and I don't know what caused it to wobble. It could be that I had a fighter attached to it, and that was wobbling. I just don't know. Something just wobbled to smithereens, and now it's gone. So I have to come up with a new thing. And if I'm going to keep with the same standards of missile technology, that means I need to have armor on here, and there's only one way I know how to do this, and it is this method right here, where you stand it off with the small piece there. So, I don't know if anyone's discovered this or made videos about it or whatever, but be sure to comment, post in the comments, and subscribe or whatever. This video is not to demonstrate the power of this or to test what the actual destructive or resistive capacity of this thing is. This is just to point out to people who are a lot better than me about KSP that we could use this to armor our spacecraft. If you want to make a video about how well this thing does in an actual space fight, maybe like build a quick spaceship together, slap together, and launch missiles at it, you can tell me about it, message me or whatever, and I'll post a link on this video to that, because I am quite interested in how KSP warfare and the Macy Dean style is going to continue. So yeah, that's been everything, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz. I am Kmart Commander. See you later.